What's going on, Forex snipers? What's going on? So, what I'm gonna do is took a week off. Hey, it's gonna happen. That's life. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mark up four charts for the upcoming week. Our expectations and what we want to, what we really want to pay attention to. I'm going to start with actually with gold, and then we'll work our way to UJ, GU, and AU. Okay. If you like what you see, please make sure that you like this video. Please make sure that you comment. Comments are very important. Any pairs that you're currently looking at or that you'd possibly like for us to look at next week, as well as subscribe and share with your friends. All right. So let's go ahead and proceed. So for gold, now for gold overall, we're still bullish, mainly on the daily, especially monthly, weekly, all of that's still bullish. So I'm still anticipating gold to go get to the moon. All right, but obviously, if you know how the market works, the market does not just go straight to a specific price point. It has to, basically staircase its way to a specific point, and that's what we're trying to identify to get the proper timing. Okay, so weekly, daily, everything is still bullish. 4 hours still bullish. We're in a little bearish momentum type of situation as far as the 4 hour is concerned. So my main interest right now is to pay attention to this resistance point right here. I'll be looking to if we're able to successfully close above this resistance area retest, then obviously I'll be looking to take that opportunity here. Okay, and I'll be looking to fully attack if we're able, as far as bullish activity, if we're able to indeed get above this 1765.97 price point. Okay, so those are the main areas that I really want to pay attention to if I'm looking for any buy opportunities. If I'm also going to pay attention to this level here, and this will be my main area that I'll look for if I'm trying to take maybe some short-term sell opportunities, because like I told you, all of my higher time frames are in fact bullish right now. So anything that I do on the sell side as far as gold is concerned is not going to be a long-term play, and I got to look out for that. Okay, which is why we have this bearish activity, and it's really short movements, really short strokes. Okay, simply because we're going against the grain, because everything, like I said, is bullish right now. Okay, as far as UJ, so for UJ, like I told you guys, 4 hours still bullish, and that's what's holding this bitch up. Okay, weekly is overall bullish, but it's in bearish activity. Okay, which is why you have the choppy movements on weekly. Daily is bearish. 4 hour is bullish. Daily and 4 hour are super close to each other, which is why you have this crazy ass range that we're currently in. So if you're trying to take anything, it has to be based on either the higher time frame plays, which means you're going to wait because you're not going to trade anything, or you're going to be trading like the 1 hour, but you got to be very careful, and your TP's got to be very short, simply because of what we have going on with the current market condition on the higher time frames for UJ. And a lot of people aren't paying attention to that. The main thing that I also want to state is I'm not really going to be looking for any sells just because of how chaotic this market is right now until 105.132 is able to break successfully, and then I'll be looking to take that down, possibly down to this range here. Okay, get 227, bust it, possible couple entries on there, and then obviously, like I said, I'm still looking for the overall bullish opportunity or bullish run, from that perspective. Okay, now looking at GU. So GU, you got weekly, you got your monthly is giving you actions that it's showing that it's kind of ranging off of this point. Okay, so this main support level here on monthly is what's holding us up. Okay, at the time that weekly touched this monthly level again and came back to it, it was basically giving us a low. We haven't had a lower low. We have a lower close above this point. However, we're not at a lower low point at that point on GU as far as the weekly is concerned. Not yet. Daily is at a lower low, and it's currently retracing, and it's giving us this chaotic activity, as well as 4 hours. So 4 hours also in a bearish condition as well. So as of right now, the main things that I'm paying attention to is, I'm still anticipating GBP retracing. Okay, simply put, like 1 hour is still pushing up. Okay. And I'm still anticipating price at least getting up to some of these levels here. Now, simply just because daily and weekly they still need to retrace, and also because we're at this freaking monthly level here that is super strong. It's just, we're wicking off of here. It's pretty intense right now. So at the close of this, when was this? It closed April 1st. April 1st. Okay, like right about here-ish. Okay. So if anything, I'm going to want to see how price responds when it gets back to this region here, like this vicinity, before I start looking to try to attack any type of like sells. And those sells are probably only going to be like, for like the 600 pips. So I'm really want to pay attention, but we still have a little ways, which is why I said I really want to, I'm going to watch the 1 hour, and I want to really pay attention to this level since we have so much resistance that was previously established at this point. So daily and 4 hour are kind of chaotic right now as to what they want to do. So if I'm going to take any trades, they're going to have to be based off the 1 hour. I want to see a little bit more opportunities. And I really want to pay attention to this price point right here, to try to look for maybe either sell or buy opportunities. So if this is able to respect, then I'm going to be looking for sells. If this is able to break to the upside, obviously I'm going to be looking to ride this up a little bit further and get this either up to this level here. Okay, which the price point is roughly 1.31482. Okay, and that's a nice position based off the daily. Or if I want to play it close to the vest simply because of the chaotic activity, then I'll be looking for this potential area if this level is in fact able to break. And that will be okay, look, 319. Okay, so that's the main levels, the key areas that I'm paying attention to, especially because 1 hour is giving us bullish activity. It is kind of rocking back and forth, so we will see how this responds. It's a market just opened, okay, and it gapped down, so it's looking like it wants to respect it, but I still want to see like some minor support breaks or something like that to confirm that we are in fact going to start rallying back down to the bearish side. So we're waiting on that. But like I told you, I'm still anticipating some type of retracement, at least up to this point up here. Okay. AUD USD. All right. So I told you guys that I was anticipating AU to get up to this daily level. And it did. It just was ugly as fuck on the way there. Okay. And that happens. Okay. It's not always going to be pretty. So weekly, we're still at the same situation. We have a strong monthly level here that you have to acknowledge. Weekly is retracing, like I stated, which is why I was interested in this level in the first place. Daily is also at a level. So with weekly retracing and daily retracing, I really want, and because we're at this daily point, I'm still thinking that this might push up a little bit more. Also because of the fact that we're at this point here on the monthly. Okay. So with everything going on, I really want to pay attention to this level. Like, this is my main area here. If I can get the signals that I need, then I know for a fact that I'll be looking for some short-term sells down, maybe here or down to this point. Okay. But the way that the market is looking, right now, I kind of feel like this is going to keep pushing up a little bit more. All right. At least push up, come back down, then retrace. Okay. Yeah, that is possible. So if we're talking about right now an activity for the upcoming week, then the main thing that I want to pay attention to is this level. See if this can break and then get me up here to get me to this point. Okay. If not, then what I want to do is I'm going to strictly pay attention to the 4 hour point. We are in a bullish condition for the 4 hour. We have the push up, we had the retracement, as well as we're kind of pushing through. So if we are in fact able to break out of this, then I will be looking to the upside to those tiers that I had marked off, which is, and this is fairly close. So you really want to pay attention to this. So I would be looking maybe like around this range here. Okay, 86. That's cool. Let's see here. Maybe it might be able to push up and get us here. Okay. And then possibly look for some reactions for the retracement on 4 hour. Let's look at 1 hour real quick. Okay, 1 hour is still strong and very, very, very much bullish. We have a little bit of activity here that I'm really trying to pay attention to. trying to give us like, all right, a little bit of a ugly ass wedge here. So I really want to pay attention to 1 hour at this point, just because of how everything's looking right here. This daily level is being respected. All right, so I'm really just gonna be paying attention to 4 hour and daily, especially at this point, and see how these candles react and if they do provide any signals either for the sell, okay, for the retracement for 4 hour, or if it's going to be able to successfully close above here and push up to this 4 hour level before this 4 hour retracement. So I really want to pay attention to that. I'm not really going to be looking for any sells, like long-term plays or strong sells, unless this 65067 level is able to successfully break. All right, so those are the main plays that I'm gonna look out for. As far as news, let me take a look what's going on here for the upcoming week. All right, so as far as news, main things here: manufacturing PMI, cash rate for AU on the 1st. GDP for AU is coming out. ADP, non-farm employment change, overnight rates for CAD. All right, and then you guys already know that you can expect the NFP this Friday. So that's also another factor as to why the market's probably looking a little bit crazy, especially when you have a lot of consolidation and things of that nature that's going on. NFP is normally the type of condition or high impact news events that can play a big role in the movement that you might be looking for. So keep an eye out on that, especially with NFP week. You want to, hold things close to the vest. If you're not good with trading high impact news, make sure that you take your profits, or make sure that you're really heavily technical based and that you're aware that news is coming, so that if there's an unexpected spike, you don't freak out psychologically. Okay, your psychology is intact and everything's doing what it needs to do. All right, so like I always say, if you want to keep learning, there's 3 different tiers on the way that you can go about this learning process on how you want to tackle it. You can learn for free on YouTube and see if try to combine all that stuff. It's like thrift store of information. Go through everything, try to figure out what you can, and learn for free. If you want to try to speed up the learning curve, you can try to buy like a course or something like that. Or babypips.com is also another thing that you can do that's for free. And last but not least would be getting a mentor. So you can get a mentor with anybody that you've been watching on YouTube. That's always going to speed up your learning curve, but make sure that they have time for you. Or you can come to us. Our website is www.ForexSniperSchool.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram at ForexSniperSchool. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.